Hello, everyone. This is Jay Dobbins, your host of the Marvel DC Universe Fan Club, and I'll be discussing one topic, which is, of course, Oscars. Black Panther fans upset with Best Picture snub. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really think it was a snub, but I'll get to that later. But anyway, despite finishing the 91st Academy Awards with three Oscars, Black Panther fans were quick to take to Twitter to voice their discontent with the Marvel Studios film not walking away with Best Picture. Eventually losing the top award to Green Book, Black Panther won Best Costume Design, which is what I predicted anyway, Best Production Design, which I think it was well deserved on that, and of course Best Original Score, which I didn't really care much for. Including Best Picture, the film didn't win awards in other categories that it was nominated in, including Best Original Song, Best Sound Editing, and Best Sound Mixing. So, regardless, the Ryan Coogler directed film is officially the best performing superhero movie to reach the Oscars, previously beating out the Dark Knight's record of two Oscars, one of course, but let's not forget about the third Oscar film, which which was of course original score. But yeah, in addition to three Oscars, Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige will end up being able to sleep well tonight after he remembers Black Panther ending up making 1.3 billion worldwide, including a whopping 700 million domestic haul. So yeah, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna read one tweet to you, which was from Nika, saying that the Academy tipped its hand when it tried to create that popular film category a few months ago. They knew Black Panther wasn't going to win Best Picture. Hashtag Oscars. So, of course, there are people out there who are like, oh, Marvel has won more Oscars than DC. Actually, that's not really accurate. Now, let me explain. Of course, Suicide Squad did win an Oscar about 2 years ago, of course. But let's not forget Heath Ledger winning Best Supporting Actor in The Dark Knight, and of course the 1978 Superman movie, and of course the 1989 Batman film. So let's not forget those films. So that's four Oscars so far. But then you also have Marvel. Of course, Black Panther winning three Oscars for Best Costume, Best Production Design, and of course Best Original Score. But then you also have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which won Best Animated Film. So since Spider-Man won an Oscar for Best Animated Film, Sony is most definitely not going to be giving the rights to Spider-Man to Disney anytime soon, or ever, pretty much. Now, do they want an Oscar? They go, you know what? They're like, hey, we won an Oscar. We're not, signing Spider-Man over to anybody, not even Disney. So that'll be a good call. But I'm gonna be honest with you. In my opinion, this is what I mentioned in episode 73 when I was doing a panel with Hypocrisy and of course my cousin CJ. Is that Black Panther was good, but it was not that good. And I'm thinking like, okay, everybody thinks that because Black Panther has made a lot of money, and it was the most popular film, it deserves an Oscar. And that's not really, I don't think that should ever happen like that, because there are a lot of movies that there are a lot of movies that hit the box office big and not been it hasn't been nominated for Oscars. Like, for example, I remember when Independence Day and Twister and Mission Impossible, the movies in 1996. I'll use those as an example. Those three movies hit the box office huge back in '96. But were they nominated for an Academy Award? No. Just because a movie made money don't mean it should be nominated. Matter of fact, I had a conversation with one of my colleagues, you know, yesterday. He's like, "Hey, Black Panther should win, Best Picture." And I was like, why is that?" And I was like, "Oh, because it made a lot of money." I'm like, "So you think because it made a lot of money and everyone, saw it? Not everybody, but the majority have seen it nationwide, that it should win an Oscar." I'm like, "Come on, man, that's ridiculous." I mean, and then I asked him if he's seen other movies in the Best Picture category. He said no. So I was like, then why would you say that Black Panther should win if you haven't seen the other movies in that category of Best Picture? But he's like, "Oh, because it made money." I'm like, "Come on." So I tell him, "Hey, you should also consider other movies and you should also take other movies in consideration, because there were a lot of good movies, that deserve Oscars. But let's not forget, Black Panther is not one of them. It's not a serious movie. Serious films like drama. Those are the ones that are likely going to win Best Picture, and maybe sometimes comedy, and maybe sometimes romance as well. But mainly, drama movies. Movies like Green Book, Bohemian Rhapsody. You had The Favorite, which unfortunately I didn't see because it wasn't playing in a theater I normally would go to. But you also have Roma, which was a Netflix movie, but it was also playing in select theaters as well. But honestly, I thought that movie was gonna win Best Picture because my friend was talking about it, and a lot of people have been talking about Roma a lot. So either that or Bohemian Rhapsody. I was thinking one of them was gonna win, but Black Panther winning Best Picture. Come on, even Black Klansman didn't even win Best Picture. So, but yeah, I mean, there were a lot of good movies that were nominated that I pretty much saw. That I pretty much have seen anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, but just because a movie made a whole lot of money doesn't mean it should be nominated for an Oscar. And then a lot of people were, taking to Twitter like, "Oh man, it should have won. That was the most popular film." I'm like, "Come on, man, really?" I mean, obviously these people are moviegoers, and another thing too, the only movie I think got snubbed was Avengers: Infinity War. It only got nominated for one category, and that's for best visual effects. That should have won at least. But that's the one I think should they got snubbed. I mean, Black Panther got more nominations than Infinity War. And Infinity War made more money than Black Panther. I mean, that's insane. But yet, the one that made less than Infinity War is the one that get nominated mostly. I mean, come on. But you know, it is what it is. And by the way, Marvel does not have more Oscars than DC. They're pretty much tied. You know, you got three, and let's not forget three Academy Awards. Well, slash Oscars for Black Panther, and then you also got the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, you know, Oscar as well, and then of course the four DC movies that I had mentioned. So like the 1978 Superman, the 1989 Batman with Michael Keaton, Suicide Squad, and of course Heath Ledger's Best Supporting Acting role for The Dark Knight. So yeah, it's 4-4 pretty much. So I just wanted to clear that up. That way, a whole lot of people are like, "Oh, Marvel won more Oscars than DC." I mean, come on, that's not necessarily true. Actually, not necessarily. I wouldn't say that, but I mean, it's not true at all. Okay, it's not 100% accurate. So I just wanted to put that out there. But Oscars overrated anyway. I'm pretty sure there are more people who saw Walking Dead than the Oscars anyway. Oh, and before I forget, I love where the Academy paid tribute to Stan Lee alongside other legendary artists who had contributed to the film industry. People who were those who were directors, TV stars, Actors, actresses, writers, executive producers, cinematographers, visual effects, uh, supervisors, visual effects artists, makeup artists, costume designers, you know, you name it. So I love how they were able to, pay tribute to Stan Lee alongside the others who had passed away last year, who were, legends. And Stan Lee was also, a legend. And, you know, since he passed away last November, I was very happy that the Academy recognized his work. But, you know, I just wish that, he were alive to see Black Panther win 3 Academy Awards and Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse winning one. So if he were alive to see this, to see that, he would have been like, wow, we, in Marvel have officially made history alongside DC Comics, with their 4 Academy Awards, and now, you know, with Marvel's 4 Academy Awards, So, he may not, have been alive on this earth to see that. But I'm pretty sure he's looking down, you know, from above, like, wow, I have truly, I bet he's like, I have truly left behind a legacy that will outlive us all, that, wow, something I created, he's like, I just made it possible that something I can create can now win an Academy Award and be nominated at least. So I'm pretty sure that's what he's thinking while he's in, heaven. So, but when the Academy did pay tribute to Stan Lee in the memoriam, I did take a picture of it on my smartphone. So I haven't posted it on the Marvel DC Universe Fan Club page on Facebook yet, but I will. But that way, as proof that the Academy did pay tribute and recognize Stan Lee. So but I did love that. So that's going to be memorable that the Academy paid tribute to him. So, but yeah, that's the most memorable thing about the Oscars of this year. Not besides Black Panther and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse winning Academy Awards. So, but yeah, that was pretty much it. So that concludes this interview. Feel free to visit us and like us on Facebook. We're available on iTunes and Google Play Music app, and of course Spotify and YouTube.